The emotion-evoking sequel to the award-winning Chasing the Sun makes its debut tonight. But here's an interesting twist to the story. According to the American Psychological Association, women cry emotional tears 30 to 64 times a year, while men globally cry an average of 5 to 17 times per annum. But South African men, however, only cry when we watch Chasing the Sun. Comedian and actor Glen Biderman-Pam joins us to talk to us about the South African Crying Men's Awareness Day. Glen Zito, good evening.
Glenn, how are you? Good evening to you and your viewers. How's it all going?
All good. I just have a feeling you're making this up. Does such a thing exist, South African Men's Crying Day Awareness, which just happens to coincide with Chasing the Sun too?
Well, coincidence or not, we are trying to start a national holiday. We were given a holiday, a sort of fake holiday by Cyril when we won the World Cup. I mean, it coincided with another holiday, so I think we deserve another one. But an awareness day, South African Men's Crying Awareness Day, I think is very important for us as men globally, but specifically South Africans. We have a very hard carapace, a hard exterior shell, and we're never really able to let our emotions out. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's part of our DNA. But luckily, thanks to the Springboks, and thank you to the documentary makers who have made these beautiful projects for us, it's an opportunity to just allow those tears to just flow and quite literally let it all out. Because there's not going to be a dry eye in a South African household after reliving those beautiful moments that Rassie and the gang gave to us.
Now, looking at that, I mean, is it then a fact that South African men only cry 4 years in 4-year periods? The last time it was Chasing the Sun, the Springboks win again. Do we have to wait another 4 years before we cry again, Glen Zito?
It looks like it. Unless maybe Brad Binder, MotoGP star, perhaps he can bring it home. Maybe there'll be 1 or 2 tears there. We know we had Drickus, which was more of a shock to everyone's system. I don't think there were any tears there, but there's something specific about the Bokke. The Bafana, I think we were crying, but for the wrong reasons. And we have been doing for the last probably, 18 to 25 years. So there really there's something specific about this team that really just gets us right in the feels, so to speak. Maybe maybe 4 years' time, we're going to be pushing for that public holiday for sure. Quick.
Yeah. What is it about Chasing the Sun that personally makes you cry?
I think it's such an incredible thing because what they do so beautifully is really, and what Rassie and the team does so well is they say, listen, we go through so much in South Africa, man. We really do face serious difficulties. Everyone. I mean, that's why comedy is so important. On a side note, why it's so important for us to laugh. But we go through such a difficult time, but there's this one thing that we have. There's just this one little tiny bit of hope. There are these 22 guys who are going out into the world and saying, we're not that bad at everything. In fact, we are the best at a few things. And this is what we're the best at. It doesn't matter what your economy says, doesn't matter how strong your pound is, how strong your euro is, it's how strong your heart is and how strong your biceps are. And that'll get us over the line. And I think that's why it's massive for us. We need it. We need to show the world that we've got something, Go ahead.
Just finally then, I mean, you on the spoof speak about the types of criers. Very briefly, what kind of a crier are you, Glen?
Oh, geez. I mean, you'll see on the TikTok video that I think has just passed 3 million views on my TikTok channel, Glen Biderman-Pam. You'll see on the video that I am definitely the ugly crier. There is snot and trana just everywhere. It's horrific. It really is. I make sure that I sit in front of my fiancée so she can't see because it's not a pretty sight. But thanks for having me, and I appreciate the time. And yeah, go and check out the video on TikTok or Instagram. And then, of course, yeah, everyone knows about the documentary. Enjoy it. We deserve it, and it's some great entertainment, I hope.
Glen Zito, thank you so much for coming through to speak to us. Glen Biderman-Pam, he is an ugly crier, he says.